Hi, I'm Jeff Stinko and you're watching Disney Channel. Ta-da.
Hollywood. The city where fame is the game. In this town,
everybody must love Jeff Stinko.
But nothing is ever what it seems. Success isn't guaranteed, especially when it comes
to Jeff Stinko.
I don't want you to put some disrespect towards my work as a musician. I just wanted you to love me for who I am and remember that I am going to become your very best friend. Am I right?
You got that right, Jeff. Simple plan really sucks, to be honest with you.
And that is why I feel so proud to be your best friend.
For some, fame and fortune come easily. But so does temptation.
You asking me to
Actually, like Jeff Stinko.
Yes, I'm asking you to
like Jeff Stinko because he is very wholesome and sweet, and he's just the type of guy that you need to be friends with, okay? Jeff Stinko is an icon, he is a legend, and he is the moment. You definitely need to be best friends with him because he is a very awesome guy to hang out with, you know?
There's always someone on the rise, looking to steal the spotlight.
I'm glad you know your place.
That hurts. Hey, Masika, there was no need to throw that ice. I was saying that I was a father figure to you and everybody else in here. I'm your best friend. Remember that, okay?
I respect you.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that you would respect me too, like a real loving, caring, and honest person. Not like someone who abuses you every single day in your life. I am going to be the, adult version of that little boy you've seen before, who always wanted to grow up to become the king of pop punk music, the most nicest bald-headed man alive, and to become the sexiest bald-headed man there is in the world. I am going to be the one who pushes you to be yourself, love yourself, be who you are, and I will be the father figure who is very proud and honorable towards you. It feels like you're my daughter, and I respect that about you, April. Thank you. You're so kind, girl.
I'm trying to just ask you how you feel.
How I feel right now? I do not like you.
But you should like her if she's your daughter and you're her mother. You should be doing whatever it takes to get her help. Mrs. Jones, respect her the way real mothers respect their children, because I was just a bald kid growing up in Canada and my mother loved me because she took real good care of me when I first started to make music. That's what it's all about. That's how you respect your children when you're a mother. And I love it when parents appreciate their children's biggest decisions and dreams when they grow up. And I love it so much.
In Hollywood,
loving Jeff Stinko is one of the most greatest things you have when you're a famous person.
Jeff, this bearded poopy head has way more tweets than me on my own Twitter account. He had like over 150,000 tweets on his Twitter account. He was talking about how he wanted to eat babies while playing with his Rainbow High dolls and watching My Little Pony at night, saying he wants to poop on your face because he thinks he's way better than you. He also said you're ugly and fat and you look like a low-budget Kalu. And I immediately threw up on my computer just hearing that. I need your help and I need some wonderful advice and tips from you because you are one hell of a lifesaver. Aren't you, Jeff?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you would say something like that to me. That man is a monster, and he's also tweeting way more than me on Twitter too. I remember he once replied to me in one of my tweets before talking about how he wants to molest and rape babies and all of that yucky, gross, and nasty stuff he was saying to me back in 2012. And then he had multiple tweets on his account, just always talking all about it to this very exact day, and it makes me so sick to my stomach that we lose so many great and awesome people like Whitney Houston, Selena Quintanilla, Chester Bennington, and Michael Jackson, while this disgusting abomination of a person can still live his life in the way he wants to live without ever getting shot or caught for his disgusting tweets he's making about babies on his own Twitter account. Like that's crazy. What a disgusting monster. The advice I would like to give you is please don't let that scary bearded atrocity of a man come near you or your daughter, because he is very disgusting and we need to stay 100 billion feet away from that man before he starts pooping on us with his nasty beard and we're both toast, all thanks to sick people like him doing this stuff online. Just remember, my real advice I always say to my stink icons who support me every single day: be yourself, be who you are, love yourself, love who you are, and don't let those scary bearded poo-poo heads with their crap load of tweets tear you down. Remember, I love to inspire clean-shaven people like you, and I will be a good inspiration, motivational influencer, and a really great role model to you, me, and everyone else who is very awesome and nice without the beards on their faces. Let's do this already.
I got you.
When the heart you want has no desire to be won.
Okay, Jeff, what's it to you today?
I actually care about you.
Well, I don't for myself. Every time someone says they care about me, they wind up leaving me.
But Maislyn, you can't let fear keep you from caring about someone, because caring about someone is wonderful. Person you can think about and they think about you, and you both know you're thinking about each other, and it's just fantastic to know that there is somebody out there in the world thinking about you, and that person is me. It happens over time as you get to know who I am and get used to me as a human being. I may not be the type of guy to save your life away from those scary bearded poo-poo heads who tweet over 150,000 times on Twitter, but I'm still your hero. Remember that, Hazel, as you keep on swinging and fighting those poopy heads out, you know?
And for others,
You just couldn't be scared of Jeff Stinko.
Just ask you to take this journey with me. What could possibly scare you?
You want to know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of bearded men who tweet over 100,000 times on Twitter, and we have got to get them banned off of Twitter before it gets worse on there. God, it sucks that those men have to exist in the same universe as us. I really do feel like I'm scared of them all. I know it, that's for sure, Fizz, you know?
is threatened by the past.
You don't think I want to know what
It really takes to be a stain icon. Stenchicon, Stingy Corn, Stingy Horn, whatever the heck your fans are called.
It's Stink Icon, and that's exactly what my fans are called. I think it's derived from Stinko, my last name, Icon, iconic human being. So you put those two words together and it makes Stink Icon. Interesting, right?
What I want you to do is
Just becoming a hero for all of us black women who went through horrible situations with scary bearded men who are very sick, twisted, and disgusting on Twitter. And also, please become a hero for black girls who should really matter a whole lot more than that Junior Lorenco poopy head, that sick bearded monster. I freaking hate Junior Lorenco so much. He is ruining society as we know it today. And I want you to destroy that man, his Twitter account, so he can stop ruining that website with all of his other bearded pals for once. And hope you destroy them too. Thank you for what you do, Jeff. You are the best person to ever exist. How can I ever repay you?
Welcome to
I love Jeff Stinko, Love and Hip Hop Edition.
where only a chosen few get invited to the party. 'Cause it ain't all fair.
To love Jeff Stinko.
You're never gonna hold me down. I will write my own life, the end to my story.
I'm Tiara Marie. I'm from Detroit. My name is Hazel Lee, and I used to be the #1 publicist in the game.
Looks and his music, and I feel like art is the purpose of today's special. Jeff Stinko
Is that one for me?
If you not know who Jeff Stinko is, he is an iconic French-Canadian singer, songwriter, guitarist, and actor who you may recognize from a couple of songs in the 90s. And he is also best known as the lead guitarist of Simple Plan.
But for me,
Jeff
it's the man that I love. Like, for God's sake, I got the man name tattooed on the side of me. And I feel so stupid for not listening to you because I ain't talked to this mother in 8 months.
I have been a stink eyeing for Jeff Stinko ever since I was 12 years old because he taught his fans so much about staying true to yourself in all of his songs, and I love that happy and positive side of him that keeps on going, you know?
still hurt.
Oh, I'm still hurt.
Hey, Jeff is never ever going to sing again.
God, 8 months later, girl, you got it bad. Like, for real, you got it bad.
I mean, I love.
Jeff Stinko.
And the part that hurts the most is I had to find out through blogs and pictures on the internet that he was
punched in the face by a bearded man who has over 150,000 tweets on his Twitter account claiming to be a fan of him.
Right.
And they said that Jeff's face hurt so hard that when he got punched, he almost lost his Adam's apple in his throat. And they later revealed that the man who punched him was actually a registered sex offender from Brazil.
I can't believe that this happened to him. Why?
Okay, so all my stuff is over there. Right.
So it was 2011, right? Jeff was in Simple Plan at the time. So he is their lead guitarist for the band. Jeff was playing his guitar at the Warped Tour, and then out of nowhere, some random bearded man booed at him, ran up to him on the stage and pretty much punched him in his face. Damn near lost his left eyeball right there.
Oh, wow, he was hurt so bad. How could this happen to me? Jeff, how could this happen to Jeff? I'm sorry.
Off performing there at the time.
You were at the left.
Yes.
Girl, that's the news.
So I was actually there at the Vans Warped Tour that year. I was literally just the opening act for Simple Plan because I announced that they will perform live that day.
Right.
As soon as I saw that bearded poop bag punch Jeff in his face, my heart was beating so fast I didn't know what to do. So scared because I was literally standing on the right side of the stage when that happened. Blood was actually coming right out of his mouth. He was coughing out blood nonstop. It was nonstop. He was like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And then I ran into the stage and saw Jeff lying on the ground where he was lying on top of the drums. I was cleaning out his mouth with some toilet paper because I didn't want to see his beautiful face get destroyed with all of that blood on him. And then he was crying. Jeff was starting to cry. I'd never seen him cry before. I saw a tear to his left eye. It was almost as if somebody was trying to kill him on stage. I knew what I wanted to do to him. So I called an ambulance to get Jeff to the hospital. I was trying to do CPR on him before he immediately dies in my arms. And then the ambulance came and got Jeff to the hospital where he pretty much survived his horrible attack on stage. And then little did I know, I did it. I just saved Jeff Stinko. I finally saved his life. Hazel, I saved that man away from his stalker. Ooh, and I was so excited to see him come back. It was such a blessing to see him smile, see him laugh, see him talk about things that makes him so Canadian because he is from Canada. And I love that man to pieces, you know? It was such a wonderful blessing to save one like Jeff Stinko from some random scary person wanting to kill him for his disgusting obsession towards him, and I felt just like a hero. Really, I am such a hero to that man. I will never forget that.
You gonna toast to that?
It really hurts me to talk about that one time of me seeing Jeff get so horribly hurt at the Warped Tour, and I really did wish none of this did not happen to him. No matter what, I will do everything I can do to save Jeff Stinko away from those bearded fart bags. If I help him out and save his life again, I would be considered a national hero for the rest of my life until the day I die. I will do anything I can do to save Jeff Stinko, anything. I just save him, give him life, give him his flowers, give him a reason to believe in himself. We all love you, Jeff, and I hope he comes here to remind us that he is the most awesome person that ever exists, and that those bearded hooligans with their 100,000 tweets on Twitter will ride and do for the rest of their lives.
If you or anyone else you know has been molested, raped, abused, trafficked, or murdered by a bearded man who tweets over 100,000 times on Twitter, please call your local police department or contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. Bearded men who tweet over 100,000 times on Twitter are not to be trusted, and they are extremely dangerous people who you should always avoid on the internet. Major thank yous for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. See you soon, and goodbye.